Hi, I'm Randall Schwartz. You probably know me from my books and Floss Weekly and things like that. But one of the other hats that I wear is linuxfund.org. I'm on the board of linuxfund.org. We make money by direct donations. We're 501c3. We also make money by people carrying around a credit card with a penguin on it and using it in everyday transactions. We get some of the affiliate fees for that. We're trying to give away a couple $1,000 a month. Really low overhead. Just send a piece of email to us and say what you want the $1,000 or $2,000 to do. We're just trying to give it away. We don't have enough people to give it away to. So please come do that. And also, we own open.org, the domain. Don't ask how we got it, but we have that. We haven't figured out exactly what to do with it. So if you have ideas, suggestions, although that's going to open up bike shedding, I already know. But anyway, let's see what we can do with that. Because it's just been parked for a year. We don't know what to do with it. So let me know. Thanks.
Hello. While I set up, I am Chris Darren Apperon, going to be talking about something called tmux, which you might be familiar with as being compared to GNU Screen. And the idea with tmux is that it is more minimal but more flexible at the same time. It is something newer based on, well, using the libevent C library for doing all the input I/O and that kind of thing. And it has some cool features that have made doing work for me as a Unix-loving system and developer type thing rather easy. And once this thing decides to actually work, I'll try to show it to you. Okay, so here we go. Right, so we start a new session. This is pretty easy, you know, that kind of thing. One of the really simplest things that tmux does that GNU Screen has difficulty with is doing different kinds of splits like this, or doing different arrangements of windows like this. This is all the different presets. There are also ways to interact with it in the command line, if I remember the commands correctly. What does that say? Tmux list commands. There we go. Grep pane. There we go. Big. Tmux. Is it great pane? Yeah, that's it. Great pane. No? Oh, whatever. So we can do this. You can do that. You know, and it's not actually crashing, which is I use an experimental thing for doing splits on tmux on screen, and it tends to crash a lot. But there's this in tmux. It supports it more natively. So the idea is that since it's built into tmux, it supports it. But there's also more interesting things like the ability to move a pane from one tmux session to another. Like, say, for example, you wanted to change your shell config in all your shells, right? So, but you have this ERC session that's been up for 200 days, and you'd feel really sad if you had to quit the thing. And then you'd have to configure all your channels, even though the add all channels alias sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, but whatever. Maybe you forgot to add the network for the new client you're contracting with, whatever. You wanted to move the ERC session to a new tmux. You can do that with the move pane command. What that does is tmux move pane. What? No. I'm sure this works. Yeah. Yeah, this is doing a live demo, and of course it is falling over horribly. Yes, this command script pane. No. Move window. Okay, there you go. You can't, well, okay, there's a concept of pane, which is the three things that you see up here. There's a concept of window, which is the collection of three panes that you see here. So basically, I have my tmux in a pane. The pane was occupying the whole window. So I wanted to move that to a new tmux pane, or new tmux session. So I used the move window command to move the window on the Linode with the ERC. Linode is awesome, by the way. They're not paying me to say that. I moved the ERC session from that old session to the new one. And so I'm still up on IRC after 200 plus days. That is just something that tmux does. It's also useful for, say you start a command that you wanted to keep. I mean, it does detaching, and it does reconnecting, that kind of thing. And there's also things like set end. You can do show ends and that kind of thing, which you can do tmux setenv. Someone's ringing. It is not me. Yes, so you can, yes. Yes, so you can do setenv and showenv and that kind of thing, which is useful for fixing the problem, the common problem, whereby if you reconnect to a tmux session, your secure shell agent will be falling over. The idea here is that you can use this in tandem with a quick, simple shell script, which will take the environment variable for tmux, which is separate from your shell, and then you can put it into your shell by looking at the tmux environment variable from within tmux, and therefore fix your secure shell agent or your GPG agent. But GPG sucks, by the way. Yes, so that's really the quickest, simplest thing that I can go over in about 5 minutes. So thank you. Do try it. It's open source and all that good stuff. So there you go. Thank you.
So real quick, I'm James. Like a lot of other guys who are doing the 1 minute thing, this is my first YAPC. I'm really excited to have come here. If you'd asked me a month ago what I thought about Perl, I think like a lot of people who are probably not in this room, they would have said, people still use that? And I am really incredibly encouraged by everything that I've learned this weekend. I feel like I learned a lot. You guys, the people in this room, have put together a Perl renaissance in the last 2 to 3 years, as nearly as I can tell, where 10 years ago the questions of stagnancy were serious ones. And you guys have overcome it, and that's fantastic, and I'm really excited to be coming back to Perl after so long away. That having been said, if you're not taking off tonight and you're going to be around tomorrow morning, I want to go run by the lake. Who wants to go run by the lake? Let's go run by the lake. We'll go running by the lake in the morning. It'll be cool. Just if you want to go, come find me afterwards. It'll be fun.